are some important terms we will cover in the video. Alveoli, arteries, bone marrow, capillaries, carbon dioxide, cellular respiration, deoxygenated blood, heart, hemoglobin, lungs, oxygen, oxygenated blood, plasma, platelets, pulmonary circulation, systemic circulation, veins, and white blood cells.
The circulatory system consists of the heart, blood, and blood vessels. It has three very important functions. It delivers materials throughout the body, it removes waste from the body, and it fights disease and seals cuts to prevent blood loss.
The heart is one of the most used muscles in our body. The heart is divided into 4 chambers, with a wall called a septum, which separates the right side of the heart from the left side. It separates oxygenated and deoxygenated and prevents it from mixing.
Each side of the heart has an upper chamber and a lower chamber. The upper chamber, called atria, into which blood flows from somewhere else in the body, receive blood from the body. The lower chambers, called ventricles, that pump blood out to somewhere else in the body, pump blood out of the heart.
Each side of the heart has 2 chambers, an upper chamber and a lower chamber. The upper chambers are called atria, where blood flows from other parts of the body, and they receive blood from the body. The lower chambers are called ventricles. They pump blood out to other parts of the body. Let's review some terms. Aorta carries the oxygenated blood to the body. The superior vena cava carries blood from the upper body back to the heart.
Pulmonary artery. This carries deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lungs. The pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart.
Right atrium. It receives the blood without oxygen from the body. Right ventricle. It pumps deoxygenated blood to the lungs so that the blood can now become oxygen-rich. Left atrium. This pumps the blood without oxygen to the left ventricle. Left ventricle. This pumps the blood with oxygen away from the heart.
The heart pumps the deoxygenated blood towards the lungs to get oxygenated. The heart simultaneously pumps the oxygenated blood to the rest of your body.
There are 3 types of blood vessels: arteries, veins, and capillaries. Arteries are large blood vessels which carry the oxygenated blood we just described throughout the body. The aorta is the largest artery in our body. It carries the oxygenated blood directly from our left ventricle. All other arteries come out from the aorta.
Veins carry the blood from the body back to the heart. Blood in veins actually flow against gravity most of the time, so veins are supported by bone and muscles. The muscles actually squeeze the blood through the veins. Veins also have valves so as to make sure that no blood flows in the wrong direction.
Capillaries are actually the smallest blood vessels in the body. Blood cells travel through most capillaries single file. The walls of the capillaries make it possible for gas exchange to occur. The oxygenated blood travels through the capillaries to the parts of the body, where the cells absorb the oxygen from the blood. You probably have heard of advertisements for medicine that help reduce blood pressure. So what is blood pressure? Very simply, blood pressure is a pressure on the walls of the arteries when blood is passing through. When you go to see a doctor, you probably get your blood pressure measured with a sphygmometer. What it's measuring is your systolic pressure and your diastolic pressure. Systole means the force of heart pumping, which causes the strain, and diastole is when your heart is at rest. There are also cardiovascular diseases, like high blood pressure, arterial disease, heart attack, and stroke. Most of these cardiovascular diseases have something to do with damage to the arteries, which is why high blood pressure can be very dangerous. A heart attack happens when blood to a part of the heart is blocked. These cardiovascular diseases can cause serious complications.